Hello, Kiannaa Sage here, energy psychology, and going to do a series of basics, just what will help you understand your energy, how to clear energy, because if you don't understand your own energy, you won't know what to clear. So I've taken a few questions from my clients and questions that I've gotten over the years, and I'm going to be answering them in a series. I want to do it in a series because I think if it's too much information, it will be too overwhelming for many people. So I'm going to do a series, and if you have questions that I haven't answered as I go along, please go ahead and like the video and subscribe, and also comment in the comments below so I can address anything that you need to know energetically if I can at all. The other thing that I want you to know is that starting next month, I'm going to be going live on a regular basis, doing free consultations weekly for anywhere from a half hour to an hour. So if you're interested, stay tuned, like and subscribe this video, because why is it important for people to know about energy? Well, there are many reasons why, but the basic reason is that everything is energetic. Absolutely everything is energetic before it becomes physical. So what is in your energy field? What constitutes an energy field? And I think that depends on who you talk to. But in general terms, your energy field is going to be your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, and your etheric body. And then you also have a light body. So we have all these energetic bodies that the only one that you see is your physical body, unless you have special sensory skills. Like my biggest sensory skill is sensory, and also I'm a telepathic. So I pick up on mental thoughts that people aren't aware of. And so those are extra sensory, but those happen in an energetic body. So your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, your etheric body, and your light body. There are more energy structures that occur in how you communicate energetically, but those bodies are essentially encompass your entire field. And your energy field is, you can liken it like this. It's, if you put your arms out, it's, in general, it could be that big. And for most people, they're not that big. And the reason is because people are very constricted in fear. When you have a lot of anxiety and fear and worry and doubt running in your energy field, what happens is all of your bodies constrict and it becomes very tight. So you're not even fluid or open as you might want to be. Once you feel the difference, you'll be like, why was I ever like this? And the reason is because you didn't know. And you didn't know because nobody taught you. So these are really just the basics. So why would you want to know about what's in your energy field? Well, you want to know because it influences how you feel. So let's just give a couple examples. When you go to a party, I've used this with a lot of people before. When you go to a party and you know the party's a total dud, you could just feel it, like something's going on here, the vibe is off, something's happening, this is going to be a dud, or I need to get out of here, and you leave. So those might be senses of what's going on in the environment. Now, it may or may not be correct, but either way, that is your perception. So everything is always going to be based on your perceptions. If you don't have a basis of perception, of a knowing of your own field, if you don't have an awareness of your own energetic field, what tends to happen is such and such made me feel this way. Such and such did this and they made me feel this way. And then we start to lose responsibility for our own ways of being. When we lose responsibility for our own ways of being, we give up our power of co-creation. So what you want to do is figure out, like, how can you get a general sense of your energy field? And you want to do this so it's basically becomes like brushing your teeth. It becomes energetic hygiene. And you want to have a practice of energetic hygiene so you know when your field has been infiltrated, something's in there that shouldn't be there, something doesn't feel right, and you could correct it energetically because you know what's going on in your field. If you don't have an awareness of this, how would you know to correct it? You wouldn't. You would obviously assume it must be environment. Maybe it's something I ate. You would always assume it's something outside of you, which is not a powerful stance for you as an energetic being to be putting your responsibilities outside yourself, because you can't change the outside. You can only influence it, and you influence it from your state of being, of how congruent you are. So if you want to influence things in a positive way, you want to be more congruent. So we already know what your energy fields are. So if any one of those fields are off, so if you have some type of illness, for example, that would cause how you are communicating with the other bodies to be distorted. If you are feeling anxious or you're going through a big emotional upheaval, maybe you've had a big grief, a change of job, a change of relationship, somebody's died, you've moved, all very, very, very emotional aspects of what happens in life. Those emotional things don't necessarily cause you to be distorted unless it's imbalanced. How do you know it's imbalanced? You would have a sense of your energy field and know that. If you don't have that awareness, then you would know that you're out of balance. Mental body would be if you know if your ego is driving some of the decisions for you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. If that is happening, you are going to create some imbalances. So the idea is that you become clear energetically in your body, mind, soul, spirit, so you can assess things more clearly for yourself. And what this helps you do is make better quality decisions. So once you know what's in your energy field, you want to be able to assess it. So you can do that if you're a visual person and you see things visually and you're good at that. You could close your eyes. You can imagine your energy bodies as however you want to imagine them. I don't want to tell you how to see them because we all sense differently. Now, when I'm in session with clients, I can see, sense, and feel oftentimes what's happening in their energetic field. That's what empaths do. That doesn't mean that it's incongruent for me. It just means that I'm picking up information, data in the field. Now, you could do that for your own field too when you have a sense of awareness about what it feels like. So what you would do is either close your eyes or you could keep your eyes open, because I'm a sensor. I don't need to close my eyes. If I close my eyes, then I can see more visually what's happening. And the key is to stay neutral. You don't want to make any judgments about what you're seeing, sensing, or feeling that's in your field. All you want to do is notice, is it organic? Is it not? Is this natural to your field or is it not? You won't know if it's organic until you become very familiar with your field. The other thing is, just because you're seeing something in your field all the time, that does not mean it's organic. So the question is really like, when I say, is it organic? Is it organic from creation, from God, from source energy, whatever term that you prefer, That's what you want to ask the question about. And this will deepen your connection with organic energy, which is pure. Pure means light, pure means clear, pure means organic. That's what pure means. So what you want to start to do is get a sense of your field. So when I sense, I feel. So I can feel energy, and you might want to ask yourself some open-ended questions. An open-ended question is not going to be a yes or no. It might be a more detailed question where you get more granular, more detail about what's happening. So you might want to say, so you do a sense of your field, and you might want to ask yourself, what is it that I need right now? So I'll give you an example of when you're being negatively influenced. You will want to drink, you'll want to go gamble, you'll want to eat something that does not feel good to you or that you want. So maybe ice cream or something very sugary, or you want to have alcohol. If you're getting like, oh, I really want to have a drink right now, even if you're not an alcoholic, that that is an indicator that you're being negatively influenced. So you want to say, well, what is it that I need right now? And you just listen. You just listen for the data. You don't look for it. You just are quiet listening. The other thing is that you might want to ask is, how can I strengthen my energy field? And you listen. Open-ended questions. Listen for an answer that resonates. So a resonance is not going to be a like or a dislike. It's not even going to be a preference. It's going to be a need. It's going to be a congruency. So you might not even like the answer of what you need, but it's not about liking or disliking. It's about getting attuned to your field and your needs. Now, we have a lot of what's called density or noise that often happens in your energy field. Some people have a lot of static. They might even hear static in their ears quite frequently, or tones in your ears. Those are not always organic. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. You won't know until you get more attuned to your field. So the other thing that you might ask is this organic or natural? So let's just say you're looking in your field or you're sensing in your field and you feel something that's dark. Maybe even has a texture to it, like gooey or sticky, or you might sense something that scares you even. So those aren't judgments, those are just qualities and details, and you want to get some more information about that. Is that natural? Is that organic? Is that pure? And you're not judging the answers that are coming up. And if you're seeing something in your field on a regular basis that does not feel good to you, that's when you want to start to address it. I'm not going to go into how to address that just in this video. Today, I just wanted to give you some basics about what is your energy field and some open-ended questions that you can start to do when you see, sense, or feel into your energy field, and how to get data. Now, how often should you be in your energy field? Well, I'm in my energy field all the time. So are you. But how tuned in are you to it? So the beautiful thing about being tuned into your energy field is that when something doesn't feel good, it doesn't make your energy field a home when your awareness is brought to it. When you bring your awareness to it, oftentimes that can transmute it if it's something small. But you can then take other steps to address it and see if you can address it. So there's all kinds of things going on in the energy field all the time. There's 5G, there's electromagnetics, there's all kinds of things that people, whether you agree with them or not, sometimes it's just a matter of being around somebody who might have something extra in their energy field that comes into yours just because you were in the same environment. Now, that doesn't always happen, but it can if you have vulnerabilities in your field. How do you know if you have vulnerabilities in your field? Because you are checking on a regular basis. I check all the time. If I feel something that doesn't feel right, I'm doing a process to check and see what is that? Is it organic? Does it need to be moved? Is this something new that I'm picking up on? So, for example, when I'm picking up on a new client, I'll pick up on them oftentimes before they even book a session. Um, but I'm always tuned in, is my point. It's to your benefit to tune in. You can't tune into your field too much because you want to create a relationship so you understand when things are off. If you're somebody who's got a lot of anxiety, it might be more difficult to tune into your energy field. That doesn't mean you shouldn't. It should be like brushing your teeth. Every morning, you check your field. Before you go to sleep every night, you check your field. And then as I do more of these videos in the series, I'll give you tips on how you can start to do certain things to clear your field. And I'll be answering some of the questions that some of my clients have posed already. But I hope you found this helpful. Please give me a thumbs up and a comment with any questions that you have about what I've talked about today. Cheers to being in sync. Bye.